Hey everyone, welcome back to another video for the weekly outlook of the major dollar pairs. Let's get right in. So let's start things off with the DXY pair. As per of the DXY pair, and as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm looking to take some sort of a longs expectation in the overall trend of the DXY pair. We had a confirmation of engulfing weekly engulfing candle over here, and yet we are not moving further as strong as I expected. I'm delighted if we would able to take out a liquidity below this low, and then we would see a confirmation, a closure above this previous week high. Then I can conclude the trend is confirmed in a bullish confirmation, and we see some bearish confirmation in the Euro USD pair or the GBP USD pair as of the major dollar pairs. And that's it for the DXY pair. I'm looking to take some push, expecting some push toward the upside. And moreover, I'm in a short position in the Euro USD pair. However, it is almost at break even right now. Let's see how it will go. So as per on the weekly time frame, we are almost at the same position. We had a massive wick over here that is representing some bullish momentum kicking in the market. That conclude we are likely going to see some liquidity grab over here as well. Let's switch back to the daily time frame. Yeah, we have a engulfing kind of candle on the daily time frame toward the upside. That is opposite to our entry. That is not a good sign for us. However, we still have some imbalances to be filled. That conclude that these imbalances need to be filled before we would like to see a push up further away, because these are just like source of good liquidity that needs to be filled if you want to see a good volume in the market. So market maker is most likely trying to take out the traders as much as possible in this short position, or like will take out some longs and then continue toward the downside, and it will just build up some liquidity overall in the market. And this position I am at break even, but I do also suggest that we have a good order block sending right over here, buy before sell confirmation. That is some sort of a good supply zone, and we have some sort of liquidity over here as well. That conclude if you get a reaction on this supply zone or on the lower time frame such as 1 hour or 15-minute time frame, like double fractal break on the 15-minute time frame and 1 hour fractal break, I am looking to take one more short position for the downside, and my this current position will be at break even at this point of time. For the Euro USD pair, most likely I'm looking to take out some shorts. And let's see, do we have any? Yeah, we do have a good order block on the on the 1 hour time frame for the Euro USD pair. It is a bullish order block, and we do have one over here as well. Let's see if we can get a reaction from any of these, and then we can look for some 5-minute entry model, and just will grab some fair value gaps or imbalances at this on this side to get a good risk to reward in the trade. I will make sure to get you an update about my current position on the USD pair, and I will make sure to add a new video about my breakdown of how I usually enter in a trade position. That's it for the USD pair. Let's move ahead to the GBP pair. As on the GBP pair, we are just consolidating over here. Nothing much interesting on the GBP pair. We still have imbalances that need to be filled. We have the demands on that is not mitigated yet, and the things are pretty much slow on the DXY on the GBP USD pair. On the 4 hour time frame as well, we are just in some sort of a consolidation type of thing. We are not making any good position overall. No higher highs broken, and the low is still intact overall. So that conclude we are in a consolidating phase. I would like to see some move to the downside for sure. If I'm looking some confirmation, bullish confirmation on the DXY. That means I would like to see a bearish side of the GBP USD pair. Let's see how well it will establish in the market. For the current time, I'm not sure what's happening on the GBP USD pair. We are just consolidating. That means we are not going to enter any trade unless we see a good confirmation on the GBP USD pair. Now let's move to our another pair of the AUD USD pair. As for the AUD USD pair, as I mentioned, we have a good demand zone forming over here. Yep, we had taken out some liquidity. Moreover, we are in some sort of consolidation over here as well. But still, we have a good demand zone over here, the buy before sell setup. I mean, we could take a long position from this demand zone and take out all of these highs before falling back to this supply zone. However, this setup is not as clean as I want because the high is still intact. The liquidity is not as good to take out this high. And we do have a good liquidity over order block over here. That means this order block could just act like a liquidity to us. So we have some sort of confusion in the audio USD pair as well. If you want to ask about an opinion, I'm not likely going to trade over this order block, over this demand zone, as it is not as valid as it is, and less probable. Of course, it is less probable, so it is not as delightful to me. I would generally supposed to take some high probability setup. I usually prefer that. But since if you think you have a good anti model, you can definitely check this out as well. We are likely bullish on the AUD USD pair. So let's move ahead to another major dollar pair, the NZD USD pair. So as per the weekly time frame on the NZD USD pair, I'm looking for pretty much the same. But however, on this side, we have a clean demand zone. We are making higher highs and higher lows. Overall, as you can see, we have broken out this previous high, and we are making consistently higher high and higher low. That conclude this demand zone is valid, and it is pretty much strong to us. And if we look at this demand zone, we don't have any good side of liquidity in this side. However, we have early buyers kind of liquidity, which is not that interesting. It is just to lure out some of the early buyers and just, you know, trying to tempt out the traders. However, this demand zone is pretty much what I want to see, and that needs to be mitigated. If this demand zone will be mitigated, of course, the OUSD one will be will be sort of going for the SL. It will definitely go the low if you see a reaction over this demand zone, because it is a little far as compared to the audio USD pair. And if audio USD reacts from that demand zone, the price will shoot up from this side only without reacting to our demand zone. But the if you want to prefer some high probability setup, I would definitely suggest this is the order block that needs to be mitigated before taking a low position in the market. That's it for this weekly outlook video. I'll make sure to update some trade breakdowns in my future videos, and will make sure to provide you some insights about how I usually enter in the market, and what are the basis of the fractal structure that I usually follow to take out my entry. Thank you for watching my video. Have a wonderful rest of your week.